Every painting project is different, from the budget, scope of work, down to the color. You might be looking for something special. It may take multiple quotes and painters to get the right fit for your project. Because of this, you should know you are comparing apples to apples or apples to oranges when looking at quotes. At Brush and Roll Painting in Omaha, Nebraska, we know that we're not the perfect painter for every project. In this video, we'll go over how to compare painting quotes so you can find the best fit for your project. Number one, when painting a house, the prep work. That's the thing that you really don't see. So everybody sees the pretty finish or the color change and just the big wow impact that can have. But there's so much more that goes into that color change. There's prep work that needs to be done. There's scraping, there's taping, there's a lot of sanding. There's all the little things that are gonna make that project last, and it will even look better. Number two, products are huge. When you're hiring a contractor, making sure that they're using the proper products, but it's so confusing out there. There's so many different products on the market, so you really wanna make sure that they're using the best products, not contractor products, but really the best products for walls, making sure that it's stain resistant, for cabinets, making sure it's made for kitchen cabinets, for the exteriors, making sure that it's a good quality paint that's gonna be fade resistant. Those are the important things about products, and those are just a few of the products that are out there when you're painting. And so you wanna make sure you're comparing apples to apples instead of apples to oranges with that. If you have a product that's $100 and then you have another one that's $30, the $100 product is probably gonna have better resins and is gonna be a better product overall. The product is way less than the labor that it takes. So to put a poor product on is really like taking one step forward and two steps backwards. Number three, warranty. Warranty is huge. Making sure that you're gonna have a warranty, that the contractor stands behind their products, they stand behind their work. And really the biggest one is the work, because the paint store is gonna will stand behind the products, but will the painter stand behind their work? And one thing that is big, are they gonna follow up with you? Are they gonna call you to ask you if you're happy with the work that's been done? Are they gonna offer a 9-year warranty where they'll come back every year to take a look at your project and make sure that everything's holding up the way it's supposed to and do little minor touch-ups for you? Or are they the contractor that we call them the tail light? The warranty is only as good until you see the tail lights. But once they leave, there is no warranty. Timeline is another one. What's the communication process? I would always tell people, go back to your initial call. Did they get back to you? When they came out, did they give you a set time? Did they show up when they said they were gonna show up? Did they do the things that they said? Did they give you the bid on the day they told you they'd give you the bid? If they told you they'd give it to you on a Tuesday, did they give it to you 3 days later? Did you have to hound them? Did you have to call them? Those are all key indicators that if you were to hire that company, you may have some issues. They're probably not gonna get back to you to stand behind their work. Also, make sure that communication, how's the communication process, like I said in the beginning, but also when the contractor's out there, ask them how the communication process is from their team to closing out the job. What are the expectations? How are they gonna communicate with you? Make sure that there's a process there, that they're gonna communicate, that they know exactly what they're doing because they've done this 100 times. This isn't the first time. Number 5, crew and experience. Ask about the crew. Ask about how much experience they have. If you're having your cabinets done, make sure that it's people that's what they do. They do cabinets all the time. that they're not just trying to fit you in on a rain day to paint your kitchen cabinets, because that can only lead to a disaster. You want the people you hire to be, to have the time in and to be experienced for the project that they're doing. So really pay attention, really ask the question at the bid, and make sure that they're, if they're using subcontractors, find out how long they've been using the subcontractors. There's a lot of questions to ask there, but find out if they're using employees or subs. Number 6, insurance and licensing. Make sure that they have all the license for the state, but then also make sure they have the proper insurances. Want to make sure that they have the general liability insurance. Really, but the most important thing that they really need to have is workers' compensation. If somebody falls on your project and gets hurt, or just something happens, you want to make sure that you're going to be covered, that it's not going to come back on you. Also with the insurance, make sure that you get the insurance certificate from their provider. Don't just trust that if they give you a copy of it, don't just trust that that is the insurance. You want to make sure you get your name put on that insurance certificate and have it sent over to you. 7, color consultations. Here, not everybody's going to offer color, but we believe it's a big deal. We want to make sure that every one of our customers has what they were envisioning at the start of the project. We want to make sure that we're bringing their vision to life. And really, the only way I've found over the years to do that is to have somebody that is qualified, that can actually go over colors and knows all the different things, the values of what the color is going to look like. They can look at pictures, they can look at flooring, and make sure that it's going to be the right color for your project. Number 8, payment and terms. Make sure that that is clearly defined in the quote, exactly what's expected from the start of the project, just the whole payment process. That way there's no surprises. Make sure it's all transparent and out in the open. Number 9, make sure to check the reputation and reviews. And I would say don't just look at, 50 5-star reviews. Really go into those reviews, because people will pay for reviews. So really go into those reviews and look at them, and the review you should see reviews that are talking about certain people that have been out, and they're calling them out by name, and they're calling team members out and saying it was great working with Josh. He's amazing. He took care of me. And just make sure that it's just not a 5-star review with really nothing written or just says great job. A lot of that, people can buy those reviews. So make sure that that they have a lot of detailed reviews. You will have some of those reviews, but you should have team members called out and in the reviews that you're looking at. And then also check references. Make sure that they've used people that are happy with them. 10, price. Make sure it's broken out. Make sure that there's a detailed list of prep work that's going to be done, and the scope of work is detailed out. What I would run away from is if you're having your exterior painted and it says paint exterior of house, 2 coats for $10,500. That would not be a good bid. I'm not saying that the price is bad. What I'm saying is there's just no detail there. We don't know, we have no clue what type of prep work they're gonna do. We have no clue what type of materials they're gonna use. So in this price quote, you wanna make sure it spells out everything. All the prep they're gonna do, all the materials they're gonna use should be spelled out. We're not just putting paint on a surface. We're actually prepping it, and you wanna see that right in the quote. We hope this video has helped you into making just a more educated decision on who you decide to hire for your painting project. If you're interested in getting a quote or seeing our prices, click the button below to do that.